Cup, Coupon Cup. Cup, Cup. Welcome everybody. Welcome to YouTube. What is it, 12 years? Is it 12 years? Is it 13? Is it 14? How many years is it since we started on here? The travels of Mark Bayerski. Welcome to Thailand. Welcome to Bangkok. That's where we are right now, Bangkok. Why do I come to Bangkok? To be fair, I can only spend 3 days, 4 days. I've got to get out. It's chaotic. City life is, for me, definitely something that I run away from. I think hard to explain really, but you feel like you're in a supermarket. That's the only way I can describe it. And I've got to get out. I've got to get out of that supermarket. I'm realizing more and more that groups of certain types of energy within people, without them knowing, I think they're feeding from. I think that's part of it. I don't think it's all of it. When I said that, I just thought about it. No, it's just part of it. There is something to be said with protecting your energy. When I'm wearing Tektite, when I'm wearing Moldavite, when I'm wearing Herkimer Diamond, it's funny, I can last much longer in crowds, much longer. When I haven't got my crystal on, I realise pretty quickly, whoa, get out. I was in I went to the top of a building. I don't know why I did that. I just killing a little bit of time before my flight tomorrow, and I thought I didn't actually go there for that reason. I went there because I wanted to see this huge building where I went to many years ago when my daughter and when I was married. We went to this huge building, and at the top of the building there was a cinema. And in that cinema, there were beds. You lie down and watch the cinema. You watch a movie lying down, and then there's people who come over and serve you drinks if you want to drink and stuff. So it was like really kind of a one-off special occasion where you'd lie down and watch a movie. I'd probably fall asleep now if I did. Boom, boom. And movies now are just, they're dreadful. They're dreadful. Movies now, it's like, I don't even know why I switched it on to watch. And I don't know about you, but I watch old movies. I watch the older ones, you know, the ones which were not about trying to program you as much as they are now, with woke, with bullshit, with fear. And some films back in the older days, they had, you know, a kind of, I don't know, it was like written by a human being not with things implanted into it, you know. So you're like, yeah, I know why they're talking like this. I know why they're saying that. And it's hard to watch a movie now. Hard to watch movies. Anyway, if you're hearing music, guys, I'm sorry. It might be putting you off. Is the music putting you off? I can't do it anywhere else where I am right now. This is the only place I can do it. This video. Well, what have I done in these past few days? I bought t-shirts, new t-shirts. Look, octopus, the most intelligent form of life on planet Earth. Who knew? What else? T-shirts. Yes, I bought about 6 there. And then I bought some new pants. And my pants are mad. They're like beautiful, comfortable pants. So I spent 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours in Chatuchak Market trying to find the place where I bought my pants 10 years ago. Can you imagine? Like 10 years ago, really? You think the same shop's going to be there? Well, of course it wasn't there. And I walked around for an hour and a half around the outskirts, around the outer edges. And then I just felt, okay, go inside. So I went inside. There's about 4,000 shops, just so you know, in Chatuchak Market. Take you all day, you won't get round it. And then as I'm walking, after about an hour and a half inside, I came upon a stand, and just in one corner there was 2 rows of these pants. And I'm like, wow. So I ended up meeting the guy who said, yeah, my mother used to have that shop outside, but there's not much business outside of the walk. And we have another shop. And I went, wow. I said, how many pants have you got here? 15, he said, 15. So I bought 15 pants off him, the trousers. And he says, but we have different designs in our other shop. And I said, well, can you WhatsApp me them? I said, are they anything like these that I've got on? He says, yeah, we still have that design. I'm like, wow. So I managed to, I was going to break free from that not so long back. I was going to stop doing all of that. But it just shows you when you get in the right mindset, the true you comes out. Yeah, really interesting. So only 13 beautiful souls on. I don't know if this video is working or not. Good morning. Hi Brendan, how you doing, pal? There's a few of you on, that's all that matters. I don't know why that screen's gone dark now. There you go, it's gone light again. No idea. So yeah, being here was a great experience in the sense of you realise how much city life zaps you, absolutely zaps you, not only from the Wi-Fi everywhere, the smart meters, but like I said, the only way I can describe it is it's like being in a supermarket. Being in a city is like being in a supermarket, and those who are on a deep spiritual path, they will understand this. They need their peace, they need their solitude. That's why I've come here. I've come to this hotel because it's the only place where you get peace and solitude. First of all, you have to understand Bangkok. It's a shock to the system because people are fighting to survive. So at one time, the motorbike lads used to hop on a bike on the back of, that's where it all started from. But now it's grown to Bali and other places. But this is jumping on a motorbike, and they take you 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, and they charge you, I don't know, 50 baht, like 80 pence, €1. Now, this morning I asked to be dropped off here on a motorbike, thinking it'll be a few euros, and they wanted more than a taxi car, asking me for 300 baht. I'm like, wow. And they see us coming, to be fair. They see you coming, they see me coming. So it's difficult, They look at you, and I don't really have much time for them, to be honest, the drivers, the car drivers. You can't ask for a meter. You say meter, which means that they have to do it legally, which means that you get it for a quarter of the price. They won't do it. They just drive off. They can't be asked. And now they don't want less than, they want 400, 500, 600, 700, to take you somewhere now, or else they're not bothered. And they don't care. They literally don't care. So it's basically, it's illegal chaos when it comes to even just getting in a taxi. Actually, this year hasn't been as bad with the filth. I'm talking about the pornography and the happy ending bullshit everywhere. It's not so bad this year. So that's been quite pleasant, actually, not to have that evil, disgusting. And I actually I walked past this one shop, and I don't normally go in at all to these, but it was brand new. It was brand new. And the lady was absolutely so excited because she said, and I said, do you do foot massage? And do you do good Thai massage, strong, firm? And this lady came out, she says, yeah, you are first customer. I'm like, okay, I didn't really enjoy it, to be fair. I've got to say I didn't enjoy it. Balinese massage is a different level. So, but it was nice. I was the first client, and you could see how happy the young lady was. That looked like she was a new business entrepreneur lady, and it was all really clean and beautiful, and the staff were all dressed up in new clothing. Even taking my slippers off and putting my brand new slippers on, and when you there was two gowns you put on, like a blue thin trouser, cotton, and then a top. So again, it was all really, that's probably why I walked in. And she did crack my back a few times, I've got to say. My back was cracked, which helped like I say, it helped a little bit, but it's nothing like Balinese deep tissue Balinese massage. I mean, you're in pain when you ask for deep or firm or strong. And you've got to know the right places, or else they just, if you want a massage where you just want gentle, that's not the kind of massage I want to feel like I've had the knots taken out. So I normally ask for Swedish or deep tissue massage, and it's really good for your body, for your flow, which is good for the spiritual as well. So you should go for a good massage. Back in Spain, I go to Grant Foster. You can look him up. He's, I'd say, the best on the Costa del Sol. That's my own feeling anyway. I've lived on the Costa del Sol now 23 years, and I've known Grant from the second year of living there, and I literally have massages with Grant. They're called sports massage. And in Bali, I've met this one guy who is a healer and sports and a Balinese massage. That was incredible. Couldn't walk properly for 3 days, but after that you feel amazing. So that's enough going on about massage, but it is very good for the body. It's vital for the body, and it's definitely connected to the spiritual blocks, for sure it is. I made a video about it the other day, saying that my third eye started to open up when I was having a Balinese massage, but it was a really painful one. I'm like, wow, it's opening something up. Really did. Fantastic. Other than that, don't know. I'm leaving here tomorrow. I'm very, very glad I am. Can't wait, to be honest, for tomorrow to come. And then I'll be on an island for a few days, and all of the reason why is I'm meeting my daughter for a few days, to spend a valuable few days with my daughter, because, well, our children grow up so fast, and it's not good. We need to spend time. What little time we have with them, we have to spend with them, and because they grow up so quick. But I was very, very blessed to have spent 18 years, 16 years with my daughter. The last 2 years, she had to move to Brighton, so I didn't see her because she was on a boxing course. But I spent 16 years with my daughter from the day she was born. That's something to be proud of, and that was lovely. But yeah, other than that, everything's fine, guys. It's it's hot here. It's very hot. Have I bought anything? Just for a friend in Bali, asked me for some, I don't know what it is. It's like menthol, really famous here. It's like green tubs of menthol. It's good for the breath. You breathe it in. It's good for the breathing, apparently. So I bought. What else did I buy? Like I said, just tops. So I'm all stocked up with tops now. I think I've got about 60 to 80 tops, which is fine. It's plenty. and I've got the contact for the trousers, so I can always order trousers whenever I want. There's my shopping experience. That's it. That's why I come here. No other reason. No other reason. Would I come would I come if I didn't get my... No, come here again. No me gusta mucho. This is a really sad thing to say, but I am going to say it. Religion means nothing in a world in humanity. It means nothing. I tell you what do you know what the real religion is now? Do you know what the real God is now? That I've noticed even in Bali, definitely in Bangkok, religion is money. Their idol, their God is money. They put it above anything else. It's like, well, where's your spirituality? If you're a Hindu, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Buddhist, where is your value? There is none. Money is their God. And they won't admit it because it's a silent thing, but they don't give a shit about anything other than money. That is the truth. And I think that's one of the reasons why it feels... it's one of the reasons that I struggle in the world. I really do. I've come to realize that money is definitely king, is definitely far more important than a smile, far more important than please, far more important than help. Couldn't give a shit. They couldn't give a shit. They'd drive off, not interested. They'll just walk away, not interested. So, yeah, it's amazing. So here, believe it or not, in this hotel, which is probably one of the best hotels in Bangkok, the concierge orders a taxi. And now you would think that taxi coming from a 5-star hotel, or 4-star, it's a 5-star, yeah, would charge me the earth. You know what? It comes here and it's a meter. So to get back to my own hotel at Bangkok is normally cost me 400 baht. And this guy, it was on meter, so it only ended up being 180 baht, half. But I gave him the 400 because he wasn't expecting it. It's not about the money. It's not about being tight at all. And this guy was overjoyed, and I'm happy to give it him. So, but yeah, it's just interesting observation about Bangkok, and it's my observation. You might find it completely, you might say, bloody hell, Mark, what are you talking about? To get from Malaga to Mijas Pueblo is like 50 euros. What are you talking about? You're absolutely right, but it's not about comparison. It's about how things work where you are. And I've learned a lot of things in this past month alone. Really interesting. But that said, there's no way I wouldn't want to live in Bali. Bali is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Forget about people, forget about the religions, forget about the construction, forget about everything. The place of Bali, the energy, when you're out of the way of all the madness, you heal somewhat. There's some kind of healing process. Here, it feels like you're being strangled. Here, it feels like you need to run away. You've got to find somewhere to get away. And I got to a park the other day, just a little park with the water in that park. It was seawater, so they must have brought it in. So it must have had it anyway. It was so nice. Sat there for an hour, the sun went down, it was beautiful, and the healing was lovely. And there was a lot of people in that park. It reminded me of Central Park, and there was a lot of people just trying to heal. I could feel it. Lots of people. Very, very interesting. But yeah, other than that, all good. I had an haircut. They don't know how to cut hair. When I finished, I had to get some scissors and finish it off myself. They literally don't know how to cut hair here. And it was at barber's and it cost a fortune. Literally, it cost 35 euros. Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't know how to cut it. It was trying to cut it for, like, how long have you been cutting for? How long have you been a hairdresser? Sorry, no, I speak English. I like, yeah, of course you don't. Yeah. But I guess that's being a hairdresser for you. But he literally didn't know what he was doing. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And it was such a posh, it looked like a, okay, this is going to be at least half decent hairdressers. No psychic ability, Mark. Like, what? So I got back and I had to literally, it was a mess. I had to cut it myself. So I've literally cut it, all this section here I've cut myself, and it's the best I could do. So I used a strimmer without no comb, so yeah. And if you look at the cuts of people's hair over here, not brilliant at all. They don't know how to graduate at all. They don't know how to graduate. I can use scissors and comb and graduate your hair from here up to the top, and you wouldn't see a line. It would just blend beautifully. But that's a good hairdresser for you. I learned from, you know, one of the best hairdressers they were. And when I did a flat top, people would stop and look at the person that and say, who cut your hair? And they used to come to me for flat tops all over, from London, everywhere. I used to have people come, that is no lie, that is the truth. I used to cut, like, do you remember Dolph Lundgren in Rocky 5 or 6, whatever it was? Big, strong, blonde-haired guy with a flat top. That's how I used to cut, but even more precise. I used to take at least 1 hour to 1 hour and a half to do a flat top. And when you look at it, you'd look for just any inch, any fraction of anything out of place. Nope. And my clients that I had were super good for me, because they would be looking at every, like, they'd be like, so I had to be at a high level of my game when I did flat tops. I enjoyed it. I loved it. When they walked out of there, it was like painting the Mona Lisa. It's like, no, I'm kidding. It's like painting Michelangelo's. Yeah. I was proud. I used to be proud of my flat tops. So there you go. Anything else? No, spiritually speaking, anything happening? Just as I've come here, I've done some videos. I'm very happy with, so happy with Emma Lou working on the shorts that I said I'd never do. Aren't they brilliant? Aren't the shorts? Doesn't she grasp and doesn't she feel that that is the definition of what I've been trying to tell everybody, because everybody who is telling me, Mark, you need to get onto these apps to do shorts, and I'm saying not a chance. They're shit, they don't work, there's no soul in them. Now look at my shorts done by a beautiful soul called Emma Lou. Emma Lou sits down, takes a video, watches it all the way through, and she might watch 4 or 5 to get the right one, till she like connects it and watch the videos. That's done with love, that's done with compassion, that's done with talent. Done with talent. It's done with talent. It's done with heart. It's done with emotion. It's done with spirit. Don't tell me, oh, well, you only need to pay a little bit of money and you can get them done for €5 each. Yeah, I've seen them shitty things. They're meaningless. The ones that are happening now, she makes 1 a day. And it takes time. It takes time. So I appreciate them cuts. I'm like, she's done it so well. And like I watched this morning, she did one, she sends it to me, she says, video's done, Mark. I'm like, yay! And I really look forward to the videos. I so look forward to them now. I'm like not cringing of when people try to make them in India and stuff like that. Yeah, yuck, just yuck. This is done with love. It's not done with intention of making money or AI. You know, people saying, oh, I can do you that, and then they just do it on AI. This is done with love. When I watched this morning's video, I'm like, I sent Emmylou a message. I'm saying, I need to grab my pizza site. I need it today. Now, if I'm saying that, it's just like, what a great reminder. I forgot about Peter's site, helping me for my voice, helping me for standing my strength, my truth, speak my truth, just clear the cobwebs, clear the storms, clear the thunderbolt and lightning strikes, the emotions, the trauma. And Peter's site absolutely is that crystal. So after watching it, I'm like, I need to get my Peter's site. I haven't got it with me. It's in Bali, but I want it now. That's how good those videos are, because yeah. And like about 2 or 3 weeks ago, she's like, me and my mum's picked up Moldavite again, which you gifted us last year after doing the Moldavite video. So even after she did the video, she's like, I want my Moldavite back on again. That's great. That's really great. Love it. Absolutely love that. So I guess I better just do some housekeeping, which is that it's nearly Monday morning. The girls are going to do their best to make sure, this is from their mouth, okay? They don't ever want to make a mistake, and everybody who's made a purchase, they want to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. So if you've spent 50 on my website in this past month, they're going to make sure that that name is going to be cross-referenced with the tickets that have been made. Now, they don't get cut up till the very end, so they cross-reference everything, and when they do that, it takes time. So they said to me, please tell everybody that the end of this beautiful raffle, which is over 3,000 euros, and it's well over 3,000, I've looked at them again, 3,000, at least 3,500 euros of the most beautiful brand new pendants that I've worked with. So they're all beautiful, they're all ready for you to come to your home. To do that on Monday morning, they first have to get through all the DHL and Kraos packages to ship out to you. That's number one. Get the customer's product out ASAP. Then after that, they're going to go through and cross-reference all your orders so that they don't make any mistakes. Once they've done that, because I'm here, I haven't got a computer, they normally give me the sheets and I cut them. They're going to cut them all up and they're going to put them in a bowl, and they are going to do the pulling out of hopefully your name. But that might take till tomorrow afternoon. So please bear that in mind. And I said, do you want to stop it at the first then, at the 28th? And they said, no, just keep it going till the day that we do the raffle. So the raffle is still available. So if you are thinking about buying on markbayerski.com, it's still a good opportunity today to do that, because each 50 will get you a raffle ticket, and hopefully you might be one of the lucky winners that will win that, and we'll do some beautiful runner-up prizes as well, as I always do. Anything else? The book is still being shipped out. The book is still arriving at people's houses, so by the time I get back from Koh Samui to Bali, I shall do a live. We'll do a few lives about the book, and we'll talk about it. And yeah, that should be lovely. So that's it really. That's my little chat today. I don't know how you're all doing. I'm sending you a massive hug. If you're asking me about what's happening in the world right now, the only thing I can say is that I don't believe anything. that's happening in the world. I don't believe any podcaster who's at the highest level, PBD, Tucker Carlson. I don't believe anybody anymore. Stop believing anybody. The Tommy Robinsons, no, I don't believe any of them. I just believe they are all part of the stage show. That's what I've come to understand now. They've all got their own agenda, so they're all part of the stage show. If you've not got, what is it? If I haven't got, I don't care about one side or the other. I don't believe in one side or the other, so I don't care about any of it. If you don't care about any of it, then you're really at a place where you're looking at everything and observing everything, and you can see that this idea of things being one-sided, and they're all bad Muslims, and we need to bomb them all, and then the other side, we need to be part of Qatar, and we need to help the Muslims. All I can say is it's all a shit show, and that shit show is, I keep referring back to the conversation I had many years ago with a guy who told me that in simple terms, there are bloodlines in this world, all over the world, living in every part of the world, and their job, knowingly, they don't need to communicate with each other, they just know it, just like your job is to love and be kind and caring. Their job is to be cruel and to cause as much suffering as possible. And these bloodlines are at the highest level of industry, highest level of the military, highest level of politics, highest level of think tanks, highest level of CEOs, highest level of every corporation, DARPA, CERN, HARP, you go on and on and on. And BlackRock, they're higher than all of that. The wealth means nothing to them, because money means nothing to them, because they know that money means nothing. Only to people like us that we think money means something. To them, they are more than money. Okay, these bloodlines don't work in the same way we do. They're beyond money. They're beyond riches. They're beyond. You won't understand that, because you probably think that money is important. To them, it isn't. It's beyond that. And what do? They cause chaos wherever they actually live as a family. So this is what I was told, which means what? It means war. It means starvation. It means poisoning. It means causing as much devastation, whether it's the HARP programs, whether it's the 5G programs, 6G, whatever you want to say, 10G, it doesn't matter. It's all weaponized systems, whether it's the phone, whether it's kind of a game that they're playing here and there, whether they change the minds of humanity to believing, that you're not a man or a woman, or whatever they can do in chaos, they will cause. That is what these families do. That means that there's always ongoing wars all over the world, depending on which family, where, they're all doing what they have to do. And thus, once you understand it from there, you understand everything then. And then you realize none of this is, it was because of somebody saying, we hate the Western world. And it's not, it's not, we've got a plan. It's not that either. It's not about their plan, because it's an ongoing thing. So it's even like to the mental person, to the mental brain person who looks at things and says, it's because of Agenda 2030. It's because of Agenda no, it's none of those things. They're just things that are always being applied all the time by these families. And they're being told to do things all the time. But imagine you're part of this family that is basically evil, and evil feeds from destruction and pain and suffering. That's why they always need battles on battlefields, because when 1 million people are dead, they feed from that energy. That energy is fed in spiritual. Spiritual is not exactly the what you call loosh, but the spiritual of that is that when trauma and trauma happens in death, there is a likely chance that you could be trapped in between two worlds. When you trap a soul in two worlds, they're stuck. And when they're stuck, that frequency they give off isn't high vibe, it's low vibe. So that's another thing. You low vibe the world all the time by causing more. That's why, as a healer, I tried to help people leave the in-between. As a healer, going to houses where there were so-called things happening, not always, but when there was a trapped spirit in that house, I would do my best to help them shift that. So I would try and help them, because they're called spirit in denial. They think they're still alive. They're still playing out the Groundhog Day all the time. That's why they appear at a certain time all the time. And anyway, the point being is, I could go on about this all day, but the point being is, it's simple. You go into a house, the house is negative energy, people feel cold, people feel sick, people feel nauseous because they've bought the house and there's something in there. Somebody may have killed themselves. I've gone in there, I've done everything I can to try and help that spirit move into the light. If I say the spirit's gone, it's gone from being trapped, now home, or it's gone because I've saged the house, I guarantee you the energy in that house lifts so nice and people feel like they can live there, they feel at peace, they feel great. Why? Because the trapped spirit is low energy. Imagine you knew that if you're part of these families, what are you going to do? That low energy is what you feed from. If they walk into that house, that's their food, that's their frequency and energy. You walk into that house and it feels awful. That's not your energy. You don't feed from it. So it makes sense that the bloodlines that are not of the spirit world you and I come from, they come from a spirit world which is heavy, dark, demonic. That means that they feed from bad energy. That means that they want to see you suffer, because that's what they feed from. That's why they do rituals daily. That's why rituals are on TV daily, to show you the most fear. Why? Because you turn yourself into that fear, which then feeds their world. So they're walking in that world, which we often talk about, that, hang on a minute, why would you destroy this world? Why would you destroy it? You live on it. They'll destroy it because that's what they feed from. That is the energy what they feed from. Destruction to them is their wet dream. A land which is chaotic and stripped of children, pain and suffering, and dead everywhere, trapped in between. That's their heaven. They look at you where you're in Mother Nature, feeling love and happiness and joy. That's poison to them. That's why they're happy to poison the skies. It makes sense when you understand who these bloodlines are, in the sense of the bloodline is connected to the dark soul that comes into that bloodline. And I've often struggled with listening to people and believing them all the time that, you know, there's one side that says, oh, we don't know who we don't know when we come into these bodies, what bodies we're going to get. And then we get people that say, we do know exactly which body we come into. My feeling is they know exactly what body they come into. It's pre-planned. It's pre-planned. That's why the bloodlines are so important. There's something about DNA bloodline. There's something important so that they can come back into that body. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, but they keep coming back into those same bodies. So that's kind of like where I am with all of that. So I know that, like, I've got friends contact me saying the world's going mad, and I'm like, actually look around you. Is it going, like I said, let's look around you, go outside, go for a walk. Is it going mad? No. Okay, then where's it going mad? On the black screen. That's right. So, yeah, but I feel sick, I feel bad about it. Yeah, me too. It's awful, and it will continue to be like that. And it could be your country next. It could be Europe next. It could be anywhere. But what do you do with that? How how much suffering do you need to go through? Like I've been through. How much suffering till I die? Is that it? Is that I just want to die? No, I don't want to die. I want to die because of the suffering that I see. So the only thing we can do is lighten the world as much as we can, point out truth, share it with the world so they become enlightened. But is it and does it make any difference? Does it make a difference? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Maybe in your own world. Maybe in your own world. So what will that difference be? Depending on how you feel. So if you feel it's the end of the world and everything's going wrong and we're all going to die and evil is taking over and there's nothing but evil around us, then that's the world you are in. Or you can step away from it and have a break, have a breather, go into Mother Nature and start to create something, do something, and just say, okay, I've served 10, 15, 20 years of telling the world about this. Let somebody else take over, and I will do something creative now. Just make sense of your world to try and bring peace and harmony into it. And that's the best you can do. And when approached and when asked, you share the truth. And me, it's easy. I can just do videos on here and then I switch it off and then get back to be creative and try and find my health and happiness and balance as much as I can. Eat healthy, try to stay away from the poisons, try to do my best to heal my body, because if my body's healing, then my body will clear out the poison as well that enters into our body every day from above. The poison from the black screen, I try not to look at any of the negative stuff because it really is all by design. That's the weaponized system. They will give you the worst shock energy as they can so they can feed from us. And we literally are batteries. So don't let them feed from you. Make sure your battery is causing them poison. So when you smile, you cause them poison. When you laugh, you cause them poison. When you create something, you cause them poison. I'm talking about the dark souls that come from the dark spirit world. Every time you do something with love, every time you gift something, every time you share love and help and do good, you're keeping the flame alive. You're here to keep the balance. That's it. That's as much as you can do. So keep shining. And I send you all my love today. It's a beautiful day, gorgeous day. And I am so I appreciate everything. Even this plastic tree I'm next to, even that plastic tree, look at the work that's gone into that tree. Fake. Have a lovely day. All right, guys, I don't know what else you've got to say. Good morning, everybody. I love you all. Mark, can you see the dead souls? I never saw a dead soul with my eyes open, but with my eyes closed, I could see trapped spirit. That's all I can say, trapped spirit. And it would be at places where I had to work hard to see them. I wasn't like some of these people who can just naturally see dead people. I had to work really hard, and I was more shocked than anybody else when I'd say, you know, there was a guy there in the bed and he was about 90 years old, or I was sat in a circle and I'd see somebody's face and describe it. So they would show me images, I would see the image of the person, and if I'm sat in a room, I could see that person sometimes coming close to me. I could see priests, bishops who were pedophiles a lot of the time, and if I'm in a room giving a healing session, if it's the spirit world come through, it's very different energy, very different. You feel incredible, you feel energized, you feel, it's the best feeling in the world. You feel so good and so at peace, because the spirit world is the frequency that we hope to vibrate at, but we can't, because these evil souls know that they have to do everything they can to stop us seeing and feeling and connecting. Simple as that. But yeah, it goes a little bit deeper than that. I just touch things, I don't really go too deep. So that kind of like is my answer. Okay. All right, guys, I'm just checking your messages. Appreciate you too. Love you all. Have a great time with China. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Be nice to see you. All right. Good morning from Ireland. Good morning, Ireland. All right. Much love. Take care, everybody. See you later. Sorry I hadn't done a video. I hadn't had a chance, to be fair. I wanted to fully focus on getting what I came here for. And hopefully in the next couple of days when I'm in this beautiful island called Koh Samui, I'll do some videos there and show you the island. I don't know if I've been or not. I might have been. I've been to PP Island. I had a PP on PP Island. I think I've been to PP Island. I haven't been to the place called the beach. Never went to that place. Apparently it's full of tourists, so it's my cup of tea. But yeah, the Koh Samui is beautiful. I'll let you know. See you later.